This episode of Check-In with the Gskis is called Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. What's up, Gski family? Welcome back to the channel. Our last day here at the Disney Bubble, staying at Beach Club. We're going to be going over to Magic Kingdom this morning. We slept in on purpose, mainly because we have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique later this morning, I think at 10:30, which is a pretty dang good time, because you usually want to do it in the morning so your kid can stay in their attire for the majority of the day and get the most out of it. And if you're wondering how the heck did we do that, we didn't do it on 60 days out. We didn't do anything like that. We actually did it 4 days before our trip, 3 days, depending on what time zone you're in. But if you want to know how we did that, go and watch our Day 1 video, and even you can get some more tips in our prior pre-Disney vacation video, our Lightning Lane multi-pass video. Go watch that video. Tons of tips and tricks, and of course our Day 1 and Day 2 shows you how we implemented all that. Yeah, we're going to Magic Kingdom right now and going to enjoy the entire day because it actually even stays open for us pretty late tonight for a Deluxe Resort extended stay, or extended evening hour, which I don't know if we're going to stay that long. I mean, it is our last day, so why not go all out kind of thing, but we have been doing a lot of steps every single day up to this point. So I think we're actually going to go take a minivan because I think it's just going to be the easiest to get over there right now. Should be a magical, fun-filled day today.
Non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Alright guys, started off the day pretty well. Already did Buzz Lightyear doing People Mover, and then I think we're going to go over to Bibbidi Bobbidi after this and really start to ride some rides with TIANA'S right after that, which is kind of crazy. I know kids are going to get all dressed up and then could get a little wet. Okay, so what dress are you gonna get?
I don't know.
Aria, what dress are you gonna get?
I'm either gonna get Cinderella or Jasmine.
Cinderella or Jasmine? What about you?
Pocahontas.
Let's see if they keep that.
I don't know if they have Pocahontas, maybe.
Oh, you're growing as fast as a pumpkin. Now today is going to be a very special day for you. So let's get things started with your theory. What did I do with that magic wand? Better see, no. Of course. Now you know the magic words, don't you, dear? Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Yes, I think that should be just enough to make your dreams come true. Hurry along, my dear. Your fairy godmother apprentice is waiting for you.
Attention royal families, we're looking for Princess Isla and Princess Aria. Are you ready to go?
Got a little wet? Me too. Riding Tiana's Bayou, now we're riding the Speedway with Tiana herself. And she's a little bit crazy. On to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Then I think we're gonna jump over to Epcot because it's hot here, and I think we were gonna take a break back at the resort.
I am on the way home, or back to the hotel.
Well, yeah, so we may stop and do Soarin' on the way home, rest a little bit, and come back for Tron at night.
After hours.
Well guys, after Soarin', we decided to come back to the resort and actually just rest. We didn't decide or feel like going back over to Magic Kingdom. Which brings us to probably our final point, our favorite resorts out of all the resorts that we stayed at. Before we get into that, let's just say at this very moment in time, our favorite parks, starting with your favorite park.
Mine is Hollywood.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely my favorite park as well. And I think my next favorite will be Epcot.
Mine too, but close, like it's a close call with Animal Kingdom, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say too. And I think as they're building this new world of Encanto and things like that, going over into Animal Kingdom, they're changing it out. It's Tough to Be a Bug. That's going to be starting, I think, in March. I think Animal Kingdom, maybe in 2 years, will jump, in my opinion, Epcot. And that, of course, leaves Magic Kingdom as the last place park in our opinions, only because it seems like it's just a lot of the things there are just older and more...
Well, I just think Magic Kingdom in general is just like a nostalgic place for people, and like I don't have that connection. Like I didn't go there as a kid, so...
Yeah, and of course our family is more about doing thrill rides and fun attractions and things like that, and the majority of those rides are, like you're saying, are older rides, and really the only big ticket items, if you will, for us is TIANA'S, Tron, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and that's really about it. And so everything else is more of just a kind of stroll ride, if you will, and so not as exciting for us. That's why we didn't really have much of a desire to go back last night. It was only just going to be to ride Tron, and of course it was extended evening hours. I'm sure we could have done Seven Dwarfs Mine Train again and probably Tron with a lower wait time in the regular line. Really wasn't worth it, just having to pack the stroller up, push the stroller, carry the big camera bags and all kinds of things. It was just...
I think the girls, our kids were just done. Like,
Yeah.
this trip, we really hit the ground running, and we didn't have a rest day, so I kind of think that might have been a flaw this trip.
Well, I think we discovered what our limits are. I mean, like you said, I think we could probably do 2 parks. This is just based off our standards, which is like walking 30,000 steps a day, doing every single ride that we possibly can. 2 days, that's for us, and then we probably should add a rest day after that. And then we could do 1 more day, and then that would probably be it. Because, again, for us, Magic Kingdom is kind of a half-day park, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom is a morning park for us. Because, again, you can get pretty much everything done without using a lightning lane. Go check out that video, how we did that. And really, I think we enjoy we could almost spend an entire day at Hollywood Studios and probably 3/4 a day at Epcot. Which brings us to our favorite resort, because I think your resort should be dependent upon where you stay, depending on your favorite park and its location. So, as you guys probably know, if you've been following the channel long enough, we've stayed at the Polynesian for our very first trip. We stayed at the Grand Floridian for our next trip. And then, of course, this trip, we've stayed at Beach Club. So I'm curious, which one of those is your favorite one?
I think my favorite resort is Beach Club.
Really? Wow.
I think I just like the location. Like, I love Boardwalk. I love, like, it was really nice last night going to the beach and just letting the girls run, and the boardwalks in the background and just having access to that. Obviously, we love Epcot with it being right there. So as much as I love Poly too,
Poly has a beach, you know.
I know, but I just think that's my choice. I don't need to explain it. That's my favorite one. No.
Well, you didn't need to explain it. So, okay, so that's a really good pick. I mean, I do agree its location to Epcot and right next to Remy. If you really wanted a rope drop, you're right there, literally right next to the Remy ride. And you'll be front in line if you really wanted to rope drop it. And, of course, it does have a relatively close location to Hollywood Studios. I think, though, if you took a bus from here, you'd probably get there quicker than trying to do the Skyliner thing, because you still have to make a stop at River area, and then you gotta transfer at Caribbean Beach, and then you get to Hollywood Studios. So there's a lot of movement involved in that, and of course, you know, Mom doesn't mind doing the Skyliner, but she's also not lugging around a giant stroller. So if you're just doing it with 2 people and no kids, yeah, I probably agree. It's not that bad doing the Skyliner, doing that. But with kids and a big stroller, having to make sure it's folded down and carrying it everywhere, it makes it a bit of a hassle to do the Skyliner. I'd much rather just probably do a bus if I had to choose between the 2 going from here. Now, I would say I think I still like Polynesian better. Mainly because, well, there's a couple of reasons. One, I think they have a better food options for our kids, meaning our kids only like to eat chicken nuggets. And so far, Polynesian's really the only place that had a quick service meal that had chicken nuggets or the chicken strips things. So if you have picky kids, that's probably a good reason to stay at the Polynesian. The other reason that I like the Polynesian slightly better is its location to not only to the monorail, which obviously can get you to Magic Kingdom relatively quickly, and you can take a boat that gets you to Magic Kingdom really quickly, but you're also the first stop on the bus route. Why is that important? So when the bus comes and picks you up, there's no one on the bus. So when you have a stroller, you want to be able to get a seat and park that stroller somewhere. And so you're always going to be the first on the bus. And then the next stop on that route is the Grand Floridian. And then it takes you to the park that you guys boarded for. So that's another good reason. And then, of course, your location to the transfer station of the monorail. So you can easily walk from the Polynesian to the transfer station and jump on the monorail to go to Epcot really, really quickly. So other than that, those are the big items for me. And of course, I just think the vibe of the Polynesian is slightly better. Just the Hawaiian vibe. The Hawaiian vibe. I mean, I will agree, Beach Club is a very close second. I think I would pick Beach Club, to be honest with you, if they just had slightly better food options.
But I like, at least where our room was, like, it wasn't far from the marketplace. It's all an inside walk. I mean, it just takes a couple minutes to get to the marketplace.
There's definitely a lot of pros here. I mean, I would say about the room, the one negative is it doesn't have like a door that separates off the restaurant or the sink area from the rest of the room.
Yeah.
And the reason why that's only annoying, it's not because there's light infiltration or anything like that. It's just like if mom's doing her hair or using a blow dryer or anything like that, everyone in the world can hear it and wakes you up and etc. So when you got to get ready early in the morning, you're basically deciding, hey, time to wake up the kids. So that's the only other negative about this room in particular. Now, I will say, unfortunately, Grand Floridian is the last on our list, only because, again, it's the second place that gets picked up from the bus route. It's the second place that gets picked up from the monorail route, and it's close to our least favorite park.
I mean, the hotel is nice.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with it. I mean,
I
want it to be my favorite, but as far as just parks we like, other little things, it's just...
Yeah, in terms of
number
categories, it's number one in awe factor, meaning the lobby is amazing, like it's just like blows your mind. The rooms are beautiful, but that's about it. But if that's what you're into, just want that awe-inspiring lobby and then amazing room.
Right there by Magic Kingdom. I mean, if Magic Kingdom's your park, then... Yeah,
that works. And you're not taking a stroller and you can just cram into places. That works too. But for our family of four, where we're taking a stroller, we're doing all these fun adventure rides. Magic Kingdom's low on our list. Grand Floridian, unfortunately, is also low on our list. Only for those reasons. I will say, Beach Club, the one thing that we haven't got really the opportunity to enjoy is the pool, because it's been in maintenance as our time here. So it may, if we had that opportunity to use the pool, it may have made me want to jump over Polynesian. So maybe we have to come back one time when the pool is operational.
Another pro or whatever for me is that I liked being able to go walk up to the Beaches and Cream to go to get ice cream every night.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
Obviously Polly has that. They have Dole Whip, but I just liked this type of ice cream.
Yeah, it's the American
like a hot
style.
fudge sundae type thing. So that was, I loved getting that every night.
Yeah, definitely a awesome vibe from that point of view. It definitely feels like you're in like a New Jersey shoreline or something like that. And of course you have that kind of cuisine that's happening around. But again, that's not our kids' cuisine. But yeah, other than that, guys, I hope that helps you a lot. And maybe in picking between those three, which are probably some of the higher end in terms of what people are usually looking at. So hopefully that helps you make your own personal decision. Don't just go based off what we're saying. It's just based off of our family's wants and needs. So with that, guys, that brings us to the end of our vacation and our trip. We're about to be heading back home outside the Disney bubble. So we really appreciate you guys watching, checking in as always. Hopefully you guys learned something from our tips and tricks in traveling with kids. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.